CNSDose is an early-stage growth company, and we fast-track finding the right antidepressant with patients' genetics. Antidepressants are the mainstay of treatment. They only work about half the time, and they're prescribed through trial and error. For the drug to work, it's got to go in your mouth, and then it's got to get to your brain, right? So the two hurdles that we look at is the liver, and then what's called the blood-brain barrier. What we do is we look at liver genetics and brain genetics. Taking that liver and blood-brain barrier genetic information, we really can understand what dose does an individual need for the drug to get into their brain. We boil this down into a one-page report, which provides guidance to the doctor and the patient about the medications that the science suggests should be used and what dose that should occur at.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name's Harris. I'm a MD PhD and I'm Chief Medical Officer of CNSDose. At CNSDose, we aim to fast-track finding the right antidepressant, and we do this with advanced genetic technology. Who here in the audience does not know someone with depression? Indeed, it's very common, and it's debilitating to the individual, to society, and to families. It's characterized by low mood, apathy, and suicidal thoughts. It's devastating. When I was a treating clinician, I saw many patients that were deeply affected by depression. And the common standard of care is the use of antidepressant medications, and they're prescribed through trial and error. And trial and error is really wholly inadequate. It results in many trials of failed medications, and that results in despondency. And I saw many patients who took their lives due to this. And this affected me personally as a clinician, and it's driven me to support CNSDose in its development. As I said, it's wholly inadequate. It's complicated. There are about 20 medications on the market, and it's difficult to know which one to choose for a particular patient. It doesn't work 50% of the time, and it's a huge issue. There are about 40 million Americans on antidepressant medications. At CNSDose, we aim to fast-track finding the right antidepressant, and we do this with an assessment of liver and brain genetics. One of the things that's unique about CNSDose is our understanding of the blood-brain barrier. It's the sac that surrounds the brain, and it dictates if medications do or don't get into the brain. We have a patent position around the blood-brain barrier, and we have a proprietary algorithm. This is our report. We're very proud of our report. We believe it's the best user experience on the market. We've focused very hard on how do we provide a report for busy clinicians that sometimes only have 6 minutes, particularly if they're in primary care. Another thing that we're proud of at CNSDose is our world-leading clinical trial evidence. We have the first and only positive randomized controlled trial in the field. You can see on a 3-month study, there was a 28% remission with trial and error, and 72% remission with CNSDose guidance. So that's more than doubling the rate of recovery or remission. The Department of Veterans Affairs in the US picked up this study and said that it was the most promising trial and technology in the market. We're very proud of that independent validation. We've had a soft launch in the US over the last 4 months. It's been successful. We partnered with Alpha Genomics, the largest pharmacogenetics lab in the southeast of the US. We're currently onboarding Intermountain Healthcare, which is a premier health system and the largest health system in the mountain region. We're also collaborating with Thermo Fisher, which is the largest life science company in the world and the largest manufacturer of genetics and analytic machines. We're working with them on ways to optimize the onboarding time of labs. And also, we're very proud to be at the Texas Medical Center working with a Menninger clinic, and we have other agreements underway with other TMC institutions. It's been so good at TMC that I've decided to move here from Australia. So we will leverage in the future our unique knowledge of the blood-brain barrier to provide other advanced technologies, genetic guidance for ADHD medications as an example. So we have a bright future for our product pipeline. We have equal and extensive experience in clinical medicine, psychiatry, genomics, and commercial operations of companies. Our ask today is for investment. We have a seed round open at the moment. We're about halfway through the seed round, so interested to talk to folks about that. And also we're looking for introductions into large health systems and insurance companies, locally, state-based, and nationally. Thank you very much for your attention. We look forward to working with you to solving the devastation of trial and error prescribing of antidepressant medications. Thank you.